Hey guys, how's it going? This is Stealth Stacker, and I wanted to do a video on my 1 ounce gold Britannia coin to 2020. Yeah, it's a really beautiful coin. I actually have 10 of these I've been able to put together. Let's see. I'll show you. Just gonna get the camera set up to where you can see it. Okay. So yeah, got 10 of these bad boys. It took me a little while to save them, but I was able to do it. Three, 6, 9, 10. So yeah, I don't know, I thought I'd do a video on them just because I've already done one on some other coins and bars, but for some reason I didn't do one on this. And if you're thinking about getting one, I would highly recommend it. The coin is really awesome, and I really like the clear capsule because then you can see the coin on the side. It looks really nice. I think, yeah, so my goal was to get 10 of them. I have 10, and let me show you what this looks like compared to the American Gold Eagle. I'll show you side by side just so you can kind of see a comparison here. Let's see here, like size-wise and stuff. As you can see, they're very close in size. I'd say the Gold Eagle is just a little bigger. And you can't really, yeah, you can kind of tell. But the Gold Eagle has like it has a different kind of color tone to it because I believe it has copper in there just to kind of protect it. But while the Gold Eagle looks nice, I think I want to have 10 of those as well. I only have one of them, but in my other video, I don't know if you remember, but I didn't have it in this clear capsule. Now I do. I like it a lot better than the one with the black O-ring. But what do you guys think? Are you guys stacking gold Britannias or gold Eagles? Let me know in the comment section. Are you doing one or the other? Are you stacking both of them? Do you have plans to stack them? What are your thoughts on that? So I think I want to have 10 and 10 because this Gold Eagle looks really awesome actually. So let me set that down. And as you know, in my other video, my gold Britannia bar, put that side by side so you can kind of see. So yeah, so let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the market right now as far as like the spot price, Kitco, all that good news, everything going on in the world. Like, let's see, where do we even begin? Right now, recording this video on Black Friday. I believe it's Black Friday. Today's the day before Thanksgiving. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, November. And see, I'm just gonna stack these. Sorry, I'm not very good at multitasking. But yeah, as recording this video at the time of recording, I believe spot price is around, I think it was $1,810. I believe that's where it is at right now. In my last video, I think spot price was at like 2,100, 2,200, and we really hit like record highs, and that was pretty awesome. And just want to let you know my thoughts since that last video I posted, if I've changed anything on my, like what my plans are with my gold. You know, am I ever planning on selling or anything like that? And the answer is no. I will never sell this gold. In fact, I want to have more of it. I'm thinking in my lifetime, I'd like to have 100 of these 1 ounce gold Britannia Great Britain coins. And I'm thinking probably get 100 of the gold eagles as well. So I say my lifetime because that's going to take a very long time. And yeah, so let's see what else is going on. Stock market is crazy right now. Prices are just, everything's in a bull market. And speaking of stocks, I am buying stocks. I'm buying silver too, actually. Before I tell you about stocks that I'm trying to buy, I do have some silver that I'm buying. So basically the silver version of this gold coin, the silver Britannias, I basically made a goal to get 100 of those, and I have 75 right now. And this Friday, so like in 2 days from now, I'm gonna order another 25, so I'll have my 100. And then I'll probably do a video on that as well, just so you can check those out, and you can see what 100 of these looks like in silver. But yeah, sorry, I don't really know what to say today. I'm just kind of relaxing, hanging out. But yeah, it's nice to have 10 of these things. I will say that. I was just thinking, before I made this video, I was just thinking how just 2 years ago, because it was around November 2018 when I started like buying gold and learning about investing and stuff like that. It's been 2 years. I went from like having 0 assets to just like, you know, having gold, silver, and stocks, and all sorts of stuff. So my life is like totally heading in the right direction now. I wasn't really being very smart with my money before. But yeah. Man, these just look so nice. So nice. So let's talk about what's gonna happen with gold. I really don't know what's gonna happen in the short term with gold. I'm pretty sure I know, and I'm sure all of you guys know what's gonna happen long term. I think long term gold is gonna keep rising, and you know, the sky's the limit. It's just gonna keep rising. It's always gonna be something that's sought after and valuable, always. How low will gold go? Man, I'm a little surprised that it even went below 2,000, to be honest with you. I honestly thought that it would never go this low again. So, I mean, gold is a little higher than I'd like to see it for me to buy it right now. I mean, it really took a lot of dedication and patience to save up the money to buy, you know, all the gold and silver that I have at this point. This Friday, I'm gonna buy the last 25 ounces of my silver Britannia, and then I'm probably gonna just take a break from buying gold and silver. Maybe just, I don't know how long of a break, maybe a short break, but I want to start buying some stocks. I know some stocks are high right now, but there's some stocks I really believe in, and I'm really excited to buy. One is Beyond Meat. It's plant-based, like vegan meat. So I'm looking to invest in that. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this guy on YouTube. His name's Jeremy, and his channel is called Financial Education. He also has another channel called Financial Education 2. So shout out to him. I watch his videos a lot. He's really interesting to watch, and he's pretty much, I mean, well, if you don't know him, he's pretty much become like a millionaire because of his investment in Tesla. Basically, everybody was saying how oh, Tesla is going to go to zero. Don't buy Tesla. It's way too expensive. You know, this and that, all this negativity around Tesla. And he was just, you know, he researched the company and he saw what Tesla was going to become. And he saw things, let's just say, that others didn't really see. And anyways, long story short, he bought so many shares of Tesla in the last like 2 years. I remember when I first started investing, I was watching his videos. Even before I was actually buying anything, I was watching his videos. And he was buying Tesla at like 160, 180, up to $300 a share. And if you follow the stock market or Tesla, you'll know that that went up to like I think like $2,000 or $3,000 a share. I can't remember, but it skyrocketed, and so he turned a little bit of money into a lot. And now with the share buyback, Tesla's trading a little under 600 right now, but I don't know. I kind of want to have some Tesla shares too. They are I think they're kind of expensive now though. When I had a chance to buy those a long time ago, I really would have preferred to buy them at the lower prices. So I don't know. If I buy Tesla right now, it's not going to be a lot of shares. It might just be like one share, just to have it in my portfolio, because I do believe in Tesla. I think it's a great company. And so I guess what I was trying to say was Jeremy, he was very successful with his predictions with Tesla. And he's seeing a lot of the same type of stuff with Beyond Meat. Because like if you think about it, Tesla is kind of like, it's the poster child for electric vehicles. Like they're not the first electric car to ever be made or anything. But when you think of electric cars, you just automatically think of Tesla. And when you think of plant-based or vegan meat, I mean, most people automatically think of Beyond Meat. I mean, there's Impossible Meat, but Beyond Meat is it's just it's publicly traded, and it's the most popular publicly traded company. It's probably going to end up being the Kleenex, like the Kleenex of plant-based meats. And I recently went vegan about 4 months ago. So I know I've never really talked about that, but yeah, I recently went vegan 4 months ago, and I love it. It's great. And it's been really, really exciting actually, because I've been trying, it's like opened up a whole new world. Let's just put it that way. And I always thought that going vegan was like eating salads and eating raw vegetables, and it never really looked like anything I wanted anything to do with. But actually it's not even like that at all. I mean, you can pretty much get almost anything that you normally would eat. You can pretty much get almost any of those in vegan alternative form. So like for example, like I love cheeseburgers. So like I get like Beyond cheeseburgers with like Beyond Meat. I get Impossible Meat cheeseburgers. I like burritos. So I eat a lot of Impossible burritos, stuff like that. But anyways, so I was thinking, you know, I am vegan now, and it's kind of a win-win. I really believe in Beyond Meat. I think it's a great company, and like Jeremy was saying in his video, I think it has a chance to really go up in value. So I think it's a win-win. I think you can get it. You can buy shares of Beyond Meat, and you're kind of helping the planet, helping the environment, helping like save animal lives, living a healthier life too. Because if you think about it, plant-based meat doesn't have cholesterol and all that, like all the nasty stuff that like eating animal does. So it's actually a lot healthier for you, even if you're not even eating like the healthier stuff. Even like the stuff that's not even that healthy is still like 100%, not 100%, but it's still way more healthier than eating like a piece of animal meat or something like that. So I think that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna start investing in Beyond Meat. My goal is to have 100 shares. So that's probably why I'm gonna take a little break from precious metals and just start buying shares. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm also interested in buying shares of Realty Income. I don't know if you've heard of that or if you even trade in the stock market, but Realty Income is pretty nice because they pay a monthly dividend. So you basically have passive income coming in. My goal is to buy enough shares of Realty Income so that every month my dividend allows me to just reinvest it and buy another share. So like every month I can get a free share pretty much, and then it also raises my dividend. And then I'll have some nice cash flow, some nice passive income to where I'll make money without having to actually do anything, which is kind of like, I think that's what we all want, right? Although gold and silver isn't going to really give me any passive income, it's definitely something that I really love, and I'm going to continue to stack for the rest of my life. So stay tuned. I will be making more videos. So even if I take a short break of like a month or two or whatever, like if I see an opportunity to buy some gold at a good price, like if gold were to drop to like, let's just say if I could be buying gold at $1,500 an ounce, well then I might put the stocks on hold and just buy gold, you know, because that'd be like a rare opportunity, I think. But like right now, I don't know. Gold is just, it was really hard to get it at the prices. It was hard to stack like 10 of these, and not only just these 10, but I also have like another 3. So I have like 13 ounces of gold. So I know I'm probably rambling, but so I apologize if I'm wasting your time, but I don't know. I feel like we're just having a little conversation here. I don't really have any friends that I could just talk about precious metals or investing to, so you guys are kind of like my digital friends, I guess you can say. And let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Also a great store of value if you think it's going to be here for the long run. Like the short and the sweet of what I think of Bitcoin is like, it basically, they're only going to make so much, they're only going to make or mine so many Bitcoins, and then eventually there won't be any more. So then, you know, the price should, you know, it'd be more hard to get. So the price would go up. Right now, Bitcoin's like trading around 18, 19,000 a Bitcoin. And I was thinking about it today. I was thinking about it. Like, I like, no offense to all of us that are actually in the gold and silver precious metals community, but you know, because obviously we believe in holding on to tangible precious metals, gold and silver that you can actually hold, investments that you hold. That's AppMax's slogan. But you know, it's not practical for doing business. You know, like let's say I want to go to the grocery store and buy something. You know, I don't think we're ever going to be trading silver for, you know, things that we need. Food, water, clothing, shelter, all that kind of stuff. So in that regard, I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think that's a thing of the past. I think the most efficient way to purchase products, sell things, is through digital, like how we've been doing basically. Like we're basically digital already. We use our credit cards. Although I don't have a credit card, but debit card. We use our, you know, digital money, PayPal, all that kind of stuff, and we're already doing it. I mean, some of us still use cash too, but you know, let's say you want to buy something that's like in a different country. Let's say, you know, you're not gonna buy it with gold or silver or cash. You know, you got to use digital. So that brings up the question: cryptocurrency, like. Where does cryptocurrency fall into play here? And so I think there's probably going to be like a US dollar cryptocurrency one day, maybe like a euro in crypto and stuff like that. And I'd definitely be interested in owning that, because I think we could use that for trade. But with that being said, what do I think about Bitcoin? I think it's high right now. I could be wrong, but I think it's high. It's at an all-time high, pretty much, kind of like where it was a few years back when it hit 20,000 an ounce or 19,000 an ounce or something for like for that one day or something. So I don't know. It seems to me like it's in a major bubble, but I could be wrong. I was watching this YouTube video on this one guy. I forgot his name, but he's like a billionaire, and man, he's buying up Bitcoin left and right. He really believes in it. So I'd be willing to buy a Bitcoin. I'm not against it at all. I'd like to own some Bitcoin just to kind of like diversify my portfolio, because I have a lot of my portfolio in gold, but I'd like to have, you know, Bitcoin, stocks, gold, cash, all those things to kind of like you know, be diversified and stuff. So I would probably not buy it though until it dropped to probably like, I mean, I was around not too long ago, and when I was first starting following Bitcoin, I saw it drop to 3,500, and I was like, I don't know, I just don't know enough about Bitcoin. I don't really trust it, and plus I was too busy already buying stocks and gold and stuff like that, or silver. It might have been more silver in that time, but I don't know, like. If Bitcoin dropped to 3,500 nowadays, you better believe I'd buy some. I'd probably buy 2 or 3 Bitcoins. Because, I don't know, I feel like if you buy Bitcoin on the dip, it'll go up eventually. I don't know how long it'll take. Right now, everything's happening so fast. When things drop, they go up really fast right now. So I don't know. But I would say, realistically, I'd buy a Bitcoin anywhere under 10 grand. I'd probably buy one just to know I have one, and I'd probably just hold it for the long term. I don't think I'd ever want to sell it. I don't even think I'd want to use it for like currency or to buy things with. I'd probably just want to just hang on to it and just, you know, watch it grow over time. I'm not really big on wanting to sell anything. I've been thinking about that lately. I'm not really a short-term investor. I mean, any type of investment that I've ever been a part of, whether it was a stock or whatever, if I don't feel like what I'm buying or investing in is something that I really, really like I like it so much that I would not want to sell it, then I don't know. I just don't even want to touch it. I would only want to invest in things that I really believe in. I really like it, and wouldn't ever want to sell it. So then if I ever did sell it, there would really have to be a really good reason to sell it. Like, you know, if I was up I don't know, a couple thousand% or something, and I just had like so much of it, and maybe I sell some, take some profits, and maybe move some money into something else that I think has potential, kind of like I was telling you about Beyond Meat. So Jeremy, back to Beyond Meat, I guess. Jeremy, he says he's buying $250,000 of Beyond Meat. So that's just, when you have someone like Jeremy from Financial Education putting like, kind of going out there on his channel and saying he's buying that much, that's $250,000 in Beyond Meat. You kind of know, not know, but that's kind of a big deal, you know, because he's not going to invest that much unless he really thinks it's going to be something big, like Tesla, for example. He really believed in Tesla. I was watching his videos when Tesla was all over the place. I had opportunities to buy it, but I wasn't looking to buy it because I was only buying dividend stocks back then. And Tesla's a growth company, but I should have bought it. I feel like that was a really big mistake I made by not buying Tesla. And I don't want to make that same mistake with Beyond, especially Beyond Meat, you know. I really believe in that. I think it's going to be awesome. I think the whole world is going in that direction. They're going more plant-based. They're going more, I mean, when you start seeing plant-based stuff like Beyond and Impossible at your fast food chains, like McDonald's and Carl's Jr., Dunkin' Donuts, Burger King, Starbucks, when you start seeing plant-based and vegan products emerge, even in the grocery store, you can't go to a grocery store without seeing a plant-based section. Well, that's when you know that's where things are heading. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually an exciting thing, because for most of us that have been eating animals like our whole lives, it's kind of a cool, exciting change for people that want to experiment. You don't even have to be vegan. You could just try it. You know, you could, like how Jeremy, he's not vegan. What he said was, he's like, you know, I plan on like kind of like replacing some of my meat that I eat like every day. I want to start replacing that with like some sort of like, you know, with plant-based products, I guess you could say. And that's kind of what I did when I first started out too, before I went like full vegan. But I don't know, I can tell you this much, it's good enough to where I would do it full time. Like I love the food. I found some restaurants that are just amazing. I have my go-to stuff, and I thought it was going to be hard, and it kind of was at first, but it wasn't as hard as you'd think. But I will say this though, if any of you guys are ever considering going vegan, I would just suggest that you start off by eating the types of things that you already are comfortable eating. Like if you're like a big like burger guy like me, then I would start with like vegan burgers, because you know, if you just try to like eat stuff that's not stuff that you would normally eat, then it's not really probably going to work out so good for you. And it's probably not, I don't know, it's hard to say, but it's just probably not going to be a good thing that's going to last for you. And you're probably going to have a bad experience and kind of give it a bad rep in a sense as well, which is not good for anyone. Aside from that, where do I think the future is heading? I think obviously we're heading plant-based. That's obvious. I think we're heading electric. That's obvious. Solar, electric, more sustainable. I'm not sitting here trying to preach the Green New Deal or anything like that, because I don't really know anything about it. I've only heard of it. But I definitely am for being self-sufficient. Like, I'm all about, you know, solar panels on your house, generating your own electricity. Because I mean, the sun comes out. We all can tap into that. So I think that's great. Cutting down on like gas cars and using more electric cars that are kind of like a phone, kind of like our iPhone, you know, or our, you know, our smartphone, whatever brand it is. You charge it at night when you sleep. You wake up, you're good to go. Our cars are becoming like that now, where you can just go to sleep, charge your car, and then boom, you don't have to worry about oil changes. Going to like gas stations. The cars are faster. I don't have an electric car, but I want to get one. I'm just not really ready to put my money into a car right now, because I just don't want to waste it right now, because I look at cars more like a liability, and I'm really just trying to put my money into assets right now. So I'm really being patient. Luckily, I have access to vehicles that I can drive. They're not the greatest vehicles, but I can drive them if I need to go to the store or something, like for my parents. But, you know, so although they are getting sick of me using their vehicles, so I'm going to have to get something eventually. But I don't know. I just can't see myself, you know, I'm thinking about getting the Chevy Bolt. Not the Chevy Volt with a V. It's the Chevy Bolt with a B. It's like an all-electric car with 238-mile range. So that's pretty cool. And I'm thinking about getting that. I can get that used at CarMax for like $18,000 plus tax, maybe around 20 grand for like a used one. And brand new, they're like $40,000. So right up front, I'd save like 20 grand. And then I got an all-electric car, kind of doing my part of, you know, zero emissions and all that stuff. Now, I'm not like 100% like saying that I believe that we should all go like, you know, 100% electric, although I think it's a good idea. I think breathing fresh air is a great thing without polluting it, you know. This is the air we breathe. Obviously, we don't want to pollute it. But I'm more thinking like vehicles, you know, like cars. I don't know where you guys live, but I live in a place that's like suburbia and near the big city. So like I live near a freeway. And so we have like millions of cars driving through the freeway, passing through all day, like every single day. And, you know, if you're inside, you don't really realize it. But if you like, you know, you take a look from a distance, like in the mountains or something, and you look down, like you can see this haze of smog, and it's just like, that's what we're breathing. And, you know, if you live out in the country, kind of like in a more rural area, then obviously it's probably not a big deal or a big concern. But when you live closer to like a big city, then, you know, it's something you think about. So I think that homes should still use gas, because I think like gas fireplaces are really efficient and they do a great job heating, and you still, you know, like gas heaters are really good to heat your house. But I think like electric cars are a good idea. I think, you know, I think stuff like that is cool. But, you know, I think the world is changing. You know, the world is heading in that direction, more sustainable. Speaking of something a little off topic, but on the topic of being sustainable, I don't know about you guys, or have you done this or thought of it, but I recently like started doing something. And if you want to know more about it and you want me to make a video about it, I would actually be willing to make a little video of what I'm doing, but I don't know if you're interested. In fact, I don't even know if anyone's listening this far into the video. I think this video is probably really long, and most of you guys probably already clicked out of it by now, but if you're still here with me, cheers. Glad to have you here. I recently started collecting rainwater. I don't know if you've ever heard of that concept, collecting rainwater, but basically all water comes from, the sky, like the heavens, the clouds, and it comes down, obviously. And that's where all water comes from. I mean, everybody knows that, but no one really thinks about it. And so I think that we all have a right to have access to free water, fresh water, and I'm talking for drinking water. Obviously, you can use it for whatever you want, but I'm really right now just collecting and harvesting drinking water. So when the rain comes down, I have a system to where I just collect it all, very basic right now. Collect the water, filter it, like with a few different ways, including a Berkey water filter. I don't know if you've heard of those, but I have one of those. That thing works pretty good. And basically, I tried it as drinking water for the very first time, and let me just tell you, it's the freshest ever. I don't know where you live, but in most places, it's legal. Some states, it's illegal, but if you live in a place where it's legal or encouraged, I encourage you to try it, because I don't know, for me, what was happening was I drink a lot of water, and I just felt like I used to buy like those cases of bottled water, and I would literally drink 1 or 2 or 3 a day sometimes, and I would just like, I can go recycle the bottles, but it was just so annoying to have to go to the recycling place, and it smells like, weird. It smells like, I don't even know. You know what I'm talking about. It smells like garbage. And, you can throw it away in the trash, and then, Waste Management picks up our trash, so they actually recycle. So I just feel like, though, a lot of this plastic, this single-use plastic, ends up, in third world countries and in oceans and all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it's so unnecessary. There's better ways. So then what I did was, instead of buying the little bottled waters, then I would start buying the 1-gallon jugs of water, and that's kind of what I've been using for a couple of years now, and it helped not use as much plastic, because obviously I'm not drinking a whole one of those every single day. Like 1 gallon lasts me like 3 days, but I saved a lot of plastic by doing that, but even that was a waste of plastic. So I was like, what's the next step from here? And I was like, it's not really about the money, because they're only $1, but I don't know. All you're really buying is the plastic, because the water's free. Like I invested like, I don't even know, like $500 or $600. I got my whole little rain collection system going. We had our first rain a couple weeks ago. It only rained for like 24 hours. It was kind of a light rain, but this system could be more advanced, and it's very basic. I'm actually going to keep adding to it so I can collect more water, but I did collect water. I filtered it, and it was great. It's free. With that investment I made, I bought the stuff that I needed, and now I could just harvest water. Anytime it rains, I can just get free water for the rest of my life, so that's kind of cool. And if you guys are interested on how I do that, let me know. I'll make a video on it if you'd like. I don't know if I should mix that in with my Stealth Stacker channel, but I could always throw it in if you're interested, or just kind of like explain it to you. But yeah, I would say it's kind of cool if you've never tried rainwater before. I can assure you, it's the purest form of water there is. Trust me on that one. I like it better than bottled water. Let's just put it that way. Here's what I like about it. I like the fact that it's coming right from the source. It's coming right from the heavens. And then when you're filtering the water, like literally you're just filtering out like any dust or little things, particles that fly into the water because sometimes it's windy, and stuff like that. But for the most part, the water's crystal clear, and then once you filter the stuff out, it's just like the clearest water you've ever seen. Actually, even before you filter it, crystal clear. It's beautiful. And so I tried it for the first time, and it was amazing. Like, I loved it. My whole family, I got them all to try it, some of my friends, and like we're all hooked on the rainwater now. So now once you go rainwater, you don't want anything but rainwater. And it's so simple to do it. But anyways, I'll leave it at that for you guys. I plan on making another video pretty soon because, like I said, I'm gonna get 25 more ounces of the silver versions of these. So I'll have 100 ounces of those, and I'll show those to you guys in my next video. And I don't know, we'll see what happens from now and then. If there's anything new to share with you, I'll talk about it. If you guys have any questions or anything, drop me a comment. I actually don't post very much, so I go and read all the comments and respond to everybody. And I just want to say thanks because you guys, most of the time, you guys leave like really good, really nice comments that that actually kind of help me on my journey. Sometimes I'll ask you questions, you guys give me your feedback, and I've actually made some buying decisions off some of the feedback that you guys have told me. So just want to say thank you for that, taking the time. If you leave me a comment, I definitely will read it and respond to it. So hope you guys are well, and until next time, take care.